This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Let's fucking get it. What's the deal? What's up, gang? What goes on? What's the dealio?
What's happening, my man?
I go on my what I say.
Good morning.
What?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I am
Morning,
well.
gang.
I am well
Gang.
because I choose to be. Kenny. Where's the blunt at? Oh, all right. So you're ready.
Almost.
All right. I think we all ready. What's up, Neil? Let's see your question. Yes, you don't have to be perfect, Chris. You just got to be persistent, right? I never said I wasn't gonna fail. I said I wasn't gonna quit. So just be persistent and we'll find success. How do limits at 43.81 look? Look, they don't look good in terms of the higher time frame. So here's why. Great level, amazing level, falls in line on many time frames, but my thing is the weekly here. So, right, we've tapped that area, we've grabbed the bottom wick, and now we're filling that wick, and the fill of that wick just blasts through that area, right? We've already kind of wicked to that area, right, on the weekly. So what we're doing now is just refilling out. I don't think we stop here and come back. You know, if we come back down, it should be now. I don't think we just stop here head down. I think we fill the rest of these wicks, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna blast through that level here. There's probably a lot of orders here. If it doesn't, great. You know, let it. If whoever wants to be in positions here, you can. I'm gonna let this go, being this is heavily against all the bias. Actually, look, the 4 hour. I don't know, man. 4 hour had no top wick, right? The previous one and closed bearish, but we're so way past those areas. We're like a good 200 pips away from there. That the chances of this 4 hour coming back in this hour, yeah, I'm not gonna look for the sell limit there. Especially if this candle flips right now, right? What did that get you? 43.78. But yeah, my blunts are perfection, not gonna lie. Might have broken the laws of physics here. Wow. Price bounced off the level Wix mentioned in Asian. Yeah, you guys should have been there for Asian to really take advantage of it. Yeah, I'm having issues. Top one futures just won't let me trade on Project X no more. Well, they won't let me trade, period, right? They took away all my accounts. They said you're banned from our funded accounts. You can only trade live, and they told me I gotta wait a week for live. And now I'm just getting ahead of the game and making sure things are running smoothly for when everyone is transferred over to Trade of 8 and TradingView and Ninja Trader. This is a heavy push here. You see this? No bottom wick, just a push. We might get the same type of candle here. No bottom wick, just a heavy push. This is a good level, except it's just heavily against the daily, the 4 hour. Even it's against the weekly. I'm sorry, the daily and the weekly. Like, just tough here. Fill of the wick. It just so happens to be where the weekly wick fill is, and I'm gonna look for a better area than this. If we're gonna look for limits, most likely we're gonna wait for this. If we're gonna wait for limits, I hope this area works here, right? I hope this area works for whoever's taking the sell here, and we pull back a little, because then I'd love to have some buys off the next 4 hour off a bottom wick. Ah. Trade of 8 sucks. I like X. Yeah, but I like X too. But Project X is very nice. But we're not gonna have a choice, right? What the fuck? That's crazy. They put you live. Yeah, they didn't put me live. They told me, hey, it takes about a week, and we're just taking away all of your accounts. Because it's different departments, right? So whoever did that probably doesn't understand that I'm affiliate, and that it will be a good idea for me to actually trade on Project X in front of you guys, because that's what you guys buy, right? For now. But like, it's like, you know, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing, but like, you know, well, not a big deal. You kind of black? No, bro. I'm kind of not black. Ninja Trader isn't so bad. I like TradingView, and if somebody can incorporate TradingView into their platform on the level of Project X, intent,
You know,
And
TradeVate is on TradingView, so you basically gonna be trading on TradingView through TradeVate.
yeah, but is it as smooth and
It is
as
literally,
is
it is literally TradingView.
yeah, but does it have is it as smooth? Does it have all the things you'd want to see on your screen like Project X does?
I mean, yeah.
He said, I mean, yeah. If it was, you would have been like, hey,
I mean, it's TradingView, so it's like, you know,
you should get Top Step. No. They don't have instant funded accounts. Like, why would I sit there passing challenge? I don't care what the screen looks like. I mean, it'd be cool. But at the end of the day, I can get over the quality. Yo, can you stop barking? I'm gonna open the door for you, bro. It's not, bro. Why don't you open this lock? Look at yours. Big ass pause for no reason, bro. Sick of this shit. And if you blew the live account, you can just buy only one account. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, that's the reason they gave me that live. We got 3 payouts here in the last month on one account. You find the cat? Yeah, we did. I spoke about that in the Asian session the other day, yesterday. Or in the New York session, I don't remember. How many you get banned from Forex broker? I don't know what that means. How many you get banned? Top Step way cheaper than Top One though. Yeah, but you're paying for challenges, not for instant fundeds. I have my own indicator, and to me, time is money, right? I don't got time for that shit. I'll spend an extra few $100. I don't got time. No time. Sorry, no time. I have my own indicator on trading that I made to mark up my favorite levels. I don't have that on Top One, so it's kind of easy to show up and have my shit mark up what I want to see. Ah, okay. Yeah, we found the cat. I had to go get myself rolling papers at midnight that night. And as I walked to the car, that fucker was walking down the block. I was like, yo, where you been? Stumbling ass. I'm still trading on Forex broker. Is it a good idea to switch to futures? Yes. Good idea to switch to futures. It is the future. I blow my 450K accounts. Okay. I never said you wasn't gonna fail. I said you wasn't gonna quit. Where's Jay telling me weren't? You weren't gonna quit. If Wix said, there you go.
You weren't.
There you go. Yes, perfect. If Wix had to make, say, 200 pips or however many to pass the challenge, if you had just paid for instant, would have made insignificantly more the same amount of pips. You still target 10 to 15 pips. So maybe buy Top Step for now.
How about new?
I don't target 10 to 15 pips, no. I got nothing against 10 to 15 pips. I'm not targeting them. They can go on about their business. Most traders using prop firms are using multiple platforms anyway, usually their personal platform, and then whatever prop firm gives to them. Exactly. For me, it's Thinkorswim or TradeLocker and X. Yeah, for me, I'm just using Project X, and my live is on MT5. Best idea ever changed to futures? Abso-fucking-lutely, yeah. How many times have you been blocked by a Forex broker? Never, but I've been not paid out because I've been not, okay. There's been few brokers that haven't paid me a large amount of money. And if I ever see them on the street, it's on site. I just probably won't know who the fuck I'm looking at. Sorry, my English suck. Awesome. It's all right. Not everybody's perfect. Just a certain few of us. Yeah, you're getting. I understand you pretty well. It's just like a few words here and there, right? And maybe the punctuation. But other than that, you're good. TradeFi have instant fundeds? Yeah, they don't have top. They don't have Project X. People at the Zoom door. Welcome in. Damn, what are we doing? Are we faking out? Are we coming back down in range? Gonna get funkalicious here. Why is December price action so choppy? I like it. Like, there's been a few choppy days. Maybe there's been like that week of the 4-hour chop that we really hated here the first week of December. But like, we've been moving. There's volume, Mike, right? People are like, there's companies are closing their books. There's institutions that need to get shit done before the end of the year. People are taking payouts. People withdrawing, it's the holidays. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. We have been feasting on the holiday season the last few years. And this year, we will probably be feasting again. Dang, we're getting a fake out here back into range on the 15. Oh. Let's wait on this 30 here, because that is not a great closure on the 15. That's not an amazing opening on the following 15, but man, this 30 could really do damage. This would be an amazing candle right now. You know why? You know why I like this candle that's printing right now? It's going to get very easy to read. This candle, this is decision-making time, gang. Volume's coming in here. We're back in range. The first candle right now, the first 15 brought us back in range. We know volume in 15 minutes. This candle's going to make a decision. It's got to flip bullish. It's got to push up here. And it's either going to respect this area, or it's going to, it's either going to respect this as a resistance, or it's going to break up above it, fake out, and we have a support made, right? And then the 30 closes above, and then, we come up. We look for support, we come up. So this candle is going to make a decision at this level, and it's going to make our life easier, because if it holds that area, let's show it so you guys don't have to imagine it, right? If it holds this area, we're looking at a few things. We're looking either for that celery play. Oh, whoops, coming down. Okay. And then entries on the break at a previous 15, which would also be the 30, right? Over here would make sense. It would be the previous 15, previous 30. Sorry, right now it would be over here. But you know what I mean. Or you get another 15 and then entries at 9:45, break at a lows. You have an advantage point to fill here, right? You have your advantage point, fill of the wick, and then the rest of the range. Or that candle doesn't respect any of that. Closes back in range. Okay. And I know you see a 15 level here, but when we go to the 30 at that point will close like this. This will be the 30 closure, right? Now you're looking for another decision to be made in that area. But the market will start telling you the story very, very clearly in this case. Right, if you respect that area, boom, 9:45. We in there. So things are gonna not start making sense. There's gonna be so much more data at our disposal to make a decision within the next 2 or 3 candles, especially after this next 15. Things should just get simpler. Like positions will start showing themselves. The market will start showing its hand, and you'll realize it. Like, oh shit, this is what I'm waiting for. You just don't see it yet because you just haven't experienced the charts for a long enough time for your brain to recognize how it's printing, or recognize the fact that you've seen this before. Super Turek, what's up, man? But that sell, I saw a resistance area from Monday morning. Yeah, I'm not looking for the sell. And even if I was, like I said, or like we were talking about earlier, would have probably been at 80, 81 areas and never got there here. So we would have never been a part of this, even if we were looking for limits here. Capiche? Did you read my message that go to pre-live would take now minimum? What? Did you read my message? That okay, from now on, if I'm not really understanding your comment, you're gonna be like, why don't you read my quote? Because I didn't understand it. I spent too much energy trying to decipher fucking Morse code, hieroglyphics, and it gets tough. How to control FOMO? You're not supposed to control FOMO. FOMO is normal. Like it's a normal. It's just over time, you get over it. It doesn't. You don't. There's no such thing. It's not a part of your personality, right? It's not one of your qualities where like, where you're seeing something and automatically it's FOMO. Like I didn't even remember the word FOMO until somebody said it. I'm like, oh shit, I remember that lingo, because that's just not a thought. That's not a process that my brain goes to anymore, right? Because like you're so locked in and you understand this. Like this is what you do, right? It's work. When you go to work for a job that you've done for a long time, right? When you show up your first day, you got that little fear in you, right? You're like, fuck, what do I do? How do I do? Am I doing this right? And then you start doing things, but you don't really do them great. You don't do them optimally. Then eventually, you ever do origami and fold paper and make figures out of it? You do that shit 1,000 times. Like I've rolled this joint like at least 100,000 times. I do this shit in the dark, blindfolded, with one hand, with both hands tied behind my back, with a foot rolling. I could roll this shit with no limbs. So. You know what I mean? But I've done it, but the first day, my first joint I ever rolled, I had to call people. My boy came through. I got a picture of that day. I actually, as I'm rolling, because I couldn't do anything, he fucking put a pot on my head and took a picture. I didn't know how to roll. I'm over here rolling it against the ground and shit, like against the table. You ever know, when I couldn't do this? I was over there like this, like it was a fucking... Just, eventually you don't even think about it. You're like, oh, this is like second nature. So your FOMO will go away just as part of getting as a part of getting more experience, more time on the charts, more hours, right? Because it becomes so normal to you to look and see things that you're looking for and realize you need to tune out the noise and forget everything else that's happening. It's all noise, and that inner voice telling you, oh my God, look at that. And that inner bitch goes away. I'm telling you, eventually you just don't hear it because you don't think of it. Because you're so focused on optimizing, on improving, on getting, on getting your craft right. You got to focus on the things that get you, that get you to progress, right? That get you to improve. And FOMO is just not a part of that. So you're not going to focus on it. And because it's the only way you improve. You can't focus on the shit that sets you back. You got to focus on the shit that, pushes you forward. focus on the shit that sets you back. You gotta focus on the shit that pushes you forward. Chris, mute your YouTube and you can talk.
Oh, sorry.
Because we get an echo. Echo. This process typically takes minimum 14 days. Which process? That go to pre-live would now take minimum 14. They sent me an email. It says roughly 7 days. Six minutes. Can we retest 4364? Oh my god. OMG, Becky. It's Wednesday. Hump day. I didn't call you, Benny. I did not call you. No, stop. You're drooling. Ew. Bro, you gotta. You need to like that, bro. I can't talk to you right now. No, we can't be friends, bro. We cannot. Oh, this. You know what we could do, Benny? Here's what I could do for you. I could use my old wife beater to wipe your chunky ass nose. Come here. Come on, get over here. Get over here. Yo, you better not open a position over here, asshole. Stop biting. Yo. Yo. You look like you got a toothache right now. It's fine. You do want the weed. He loves the smell. Yo! Come on. Bro. Stop. Dumbass. Pretended I threw it. He's over there looking for it. Hey, keep looking. Let me know when you find it. You better not take stuff off of it. Get away. Get up. Wait. All right. Yeah, where's all our levels? I don't know what I just did. Oh, how do we get to XAU USD? What is going on here? Yo. How did we get to? Bruh. Like, how the fuck? Benny wanted to go back on spot. All right, so there we go. We're coming back 43.64 areas. We're going to retest it. Let's see what happens. See, what happened was... Oh, man. It's going to be a lovely Asian session tonight. Exhale on his face? No, I don't breathe smoke into him. That's fucking abuse. His name is Benjamin Franklin. No, his name is Benny. You see how for the buys, the level is a bit different here for the 15 and the 30. So you probably, the buys, you probably want to be above here, above the 15 level. No, what? Honestly, not even, because it's the whole 15 range. Yeah, the buys are good about 43.64. You got 100 pips for that range. We're good there. Look at this. Be careful with this hourly. This hourly breaks highs here. It's NYC open with volume. This can push. We can start retesting all-time highs. God, I hate saying that. All right, let's see what happens. 5 seconds here for NYC open, and we should be good. We actually, we might have sells here on the break. I wonder if we tap this area, but I really like the break of the lows. This is very similar to the play that we've had yesterday, day before that, except it's not right off of resistance. We've made that bottom wick. We came up here, we grabbed the top wick. It's NYC open. If we re-break the lows, we should push. Add a sell limit. If we re-break the highs, I'll probably add a bigger sell limit here. Sell stop. We break the lows here. We should be great. This is great. And the steeper the stop wick, I know it's kind of giving you a bigger stop, but it's good because after we break the lows, we got no business coming back down here. This is NYC open. I'm going to trust it to fill this wick right here. How do we do this yesterday? Like this? That's what it was. This is what I'm looking for. Limit, right? So we're looking for a sell. That's how we did it yesterday. We start, you see how we're rejecting right out of there? If we start pushing up above here and kind of maintaining about 43.64, we'll probably delete because we'll look for the fake out to come back down. I mean, to come back up. Okay, so you see how we made that top wick? Now we're above it, and if we retest this area, just price-wise, as you see the candle moving up and down, right? If tapped here, it's just moving at a fast pace. It's NYC open. If it re-breaks this area and then comes back up, re-breaks the lows, you're kind of holding this support. I mean, it breaks the highs, you're kind of holding that support. What are our stops? 90 pips right now? What's that? 57. 66. We keep re-breaking this high. If this re-breaks that high right now, I'm just gonna delete it. Yeah, this is getting okay. And at this point, it's getting out of control, and it keeps going. Yeah, we're not gonna have that stop.
Run, Forrest, run.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna do it.
You know I like my buys, baby.
Yeah, with that
50%
closure
profit.
back in range, I was not looking for any buys, man.
Oh, yeah, I was already buying. I bought earlier, let that big retracement come, and I'm buying again.
Overall trend is bullish. Yeah, man. Daily closed bearish, respecting a daily resistance. Doesn't have a bottom wick. We're coming up. 4 hour closed bearish, doesn't have a top wick here. We just came up, made one. We don't have a bottom wick. Hourly. Well, hourly closed bullish, yeah, but 30 bearish. Back in range. So, but you see the hourly with the weekly, with it being Wednesday, the 15 closed bullish. So, and time frames are telling you different stories. Half the time frames are bullish, half the time frames are bearish, getting closures. Are we making a top wick for the 30? Are we making a bottom wick for the hourly? Right? Did we make a top wick for the 30 to now come down? Or are we making a bottom wick for now the hourly to blast off? It's NYC open, either way, right? A break of either high or low could really, really push the market. So, be a little more patient here and wait for this to give me a clear indication. Maybe we get this closure. Oh, damn, this fucker wants to push, but yeah, 140 pips. I'm okay. I'll sit out. We had a nice W yesterday. We had 3 W's yesterday, right? We had W's in the New York session. We had a couple for Asian, and yeah, I'm okay with watching this. It would be cool as if we don't break this low, close like this, then we can still have our celery play on the next 30, right? It would be after the 4 hour closure, and we'd end up, right? If it closes the way it is right now, like this would be great, and then we could use current candle stops. Right? We can use this stop right here, but it's gonna have to close below this area right here. Oh, I do still have a sell stop on the live. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me, Reg. Oh, it helps to have the signal channel in here. And quite a few times where you guys remind me of. You remember that day I dipped and I had a buy stop activated. Remember? And you guys are texting me all throughout the day. You guys were like, does he even know it's on? Does he know he got activated? At some point, that shit was up so fucking much. You guys were blowing up my cell phone. They weren't even like calling, texting or messaging, DMing through the Discord or anything like that. Or they were calling my cell phone like, yo, your position's up. By the time I got home, I still made some money, but it wasn't as much. And it could have been bad, right? It could have went the other way. I wasn't home all day. It was just running. They were talking about me. I read the chat later. I was like, does he know this shit's running? Does he know he's in a position? It was funny. New people in the Zooms. A lot more people just came in here. Chelsea, welcome. I didn't see the sales narrative. I was like, it's bullish and support. How do you see the sales? The sells. The sells. Well, we faked out here. It's NYC open. Market's coming in with volume, right? So break it is slow on NYC open. So you made a low here, which is the initial support once you're back in range after the fake out, right? It's the initial area where the market kind of pushed back up. It does. It makes a heavy top wick into the area where these wicks top out, these wicks top out, these wicks. Well, not you see, these wicks topping out of there. What happens? It's made that push up here. It attempted to come back up. And if it doesn't, and it re-breaks the low, which is a support, you're now breaking a support, driving off a resistance after closing back in range on a 30 and faking out. During a high volume time, NYC open, yeah, it's going to do this. You know what I mean? So, but that's just knowledge guided by experience, right? If you get some experience in the charts, you'll probably have the same opinion. But for now, but that doesn't mean, hey, you now, okay, now, perfect, we get in. But what if it breaks that low and comes back up and re-breaks the highs and then re-breaks the lows again? Maybe it didn't grab enough orders here. Maybe it needed this resistance. You're fucked, right? Even though the probability dictates 90% of the time you're correct, there is that 10% where it says, I don't know, and comes back up. Are you willing to risk 140 pips in that case? I'm not. So all these things line up, but the risk doesn't. I'm going to avoid it. And guess what? Usually when you do that, that same position will line up again with a much better risk. And you'll be like, fuck, why did I enter that earlier one, get smacked, and now my shit is right here and I get to take my position the way I want it. But I'm already like, 60, 80, 100 pips behind overall for the day because I took that stupid fucking trade earlier. What an idiot. Right? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
If one of y'all
Oh, wait, never mind. One of y'all. Scratch that. Scratch that. The 945 candle, as mentioned before. Oh, yeah. This is what we were talking about. Yeah. Wait, we drew it out earlier. Where is it? We drawing too much shit. Stop drawing, Wix. Gonna test either this. Pretty sure this was the drawing, but we get a closure back up in range. That's what we're looking for. All right, let this close. Let this close. Hey, maybe. So there's a chance this pushes down. Like I said, it's NYC open. We're only 13 minutes into it. If it doesn't, though, we close any kind of weak candle, right? Weak candle body here. We're going to look for that celery play on the next candle, but we need to wait for this 4-hour close. This is interesting too on the 4-hour, right? This 4-hour close is bullish. We can use this as a support. 100 pips there. This. Yeah, and the next 4-hour, like if we look at this in 15 minutes, in the next 15 minutes, yeah, 30 is going to be the key here. But in the next 15 minutes, once the 4-hour closes, the next 4-hour, look, like I said, this is a good support. We should come down and grab some orders before driving up. If we come up. If we come down, great. We'll have sells and we just come down and we have runners and it's amazing. But if we come up, for this market to come up, it's going to need a bottom wick. And if it's going to need a bottom wick and we get a top wick first on the next candle, right? The 30 closes below here. We get a top wick first on the next candle. As we start coming down and re-breaking the previous 30 lows, we're going to be forming the 4-hour wick. So our sell will be the 4-hour bottom wick for it to eventually come back up. We just got to wait. Got to be patient. You may never lie about the better trade coming later. Oh, yeah, because we always wait and we get the better position later. The missed opportunity is still better than taking a loss. A missed opportunity is even better than taking a win in some cases, because you might be building or reinforcing a bad habit by taking that win. Might not be a good win, and it might be a low probability win that over time just will not help you. It just so happened that that was the 10% of the time that thing worked. And that could be very misleading, because it'll take you down a deep rabbit hole chasing shadows. You need to build winning habits that are winning habits win over a long period of time, many times over and over and over and over and over. But if you're gonna win, but that's gonna reinforce a bad habit, a negative habit, an impulse you don't like, or in generally something impulsive in you, that is a bad win. That is very misleading. It's leading you down a road and a path of destruction, right? That is the time where the forces of evil have found your address, called for backup, and came through middle of the night on them old school 1990s Benzes S600s, like 40 deep. Yeah. Be like, you know what? Give me the gun. I'm just going to off myself. Almost took the sells at 9. Only reason I didn't is because it was close to rebreak previous weekly. That is what I was talking about. But I would not take. Yeah, I would not take nothing in right now. Looked like that 30 was making a top wig this hourly. Things can get. You mean sales? Yeah. So 4 hour. 4 hour has really pushed heavy here. Usually you get a pullback on the 4 hour, but we're driving here in the last half hour of this 4 hour candle. This is really a shit place trade. This in general a shit range. Because this is the higher time frame decision making area, right? This is where the weekly rejected, not the daily, the daily and the weekly. Now we're coming back up to the side. We re-break it. We got a lot of wick to fill up there, but we've rejected here once this week already. I'm sorry, last week. Scary times. But you know what? We're going to be good. We'll be all right. I think we're going to make some pretty good money today. We can hold this here across the board. This bearish closure. We can probably, at that point, get rid of this, because the support here will make sense. Right? And if this is the case, at that point, we're going to look for this candle to retest the lows here, which means this will bring you down to the 4-hour support. No, that wouldn't bring you down to the 4-hour support. That would be all the way down. Bring you down to the 30. Let's see. It's a great candle. I can feel it. Okay. Bro, a question. Not connected with the trading. Have you played Whiteout Survival mobile game? Number one, not sure what Wipeout Survival is. Number two, I haven't played a mobile game, I think, in my life. Number three, I haven't played a video game in a very long time. Probably not since the 1900s. Not since way back in the 1900s. You ever heard of a Sega Genesis? Top step down again. Yeah, surprise me. Please, tell me some shit that would surprise me. What about the Game Gear and the Dreamcast and the N64 and the Atari and the, like, yo. Super Nintendo? No, we had the Nintendo. My shit did not have a cape, bro. I had a regular Nintendo, and I didn't even have Super Mario Brothers. I had regular Mario Brothers. Them fuckers did not have a cape either. I'm gonna trade on Top Step, damn it. Yeah, good luck. GL. Not the car. I'm gonna trade not in Top Step. Wait, they're down again? Oh, he's in a trade and they're down. Oh, that's why you're saying it. You in the West or East Coast, brother? I live in the Western world on the East Coast. I'm right at the tip of America's dick, right? I'm in South Florida. Damn, you ended on Tekken and NFL Blitz. Bro, I killed Tekken. Tekken was my shit. Thanks for the answer. There was a player who looked like you and also similar tattoos. Wonder what happened to him. What did he end up doing with his life? What about one-on-one couching? I did it with my girl. When there will be extra spot. When I open it up again, there will be plenty of spots. Do you know Nick Stewart? He just showed his YouTube feed and your stream was popping up on the top. Yeah, I know Nick. That's the homie. I know Nick. You know, he was at one point a viewer that decided to do it on his own and doing good. Nick loves Wix. Yeah, I love that. Great. Green, how long you know Nick for? You know him at least 15 years? Like, I trust Green over here. You know him for 16 years. That's crazy. You know me for like 6. No, you know me for like 4. Yeah. Green be running. How you think me and Nick talk to each other through Green? Green be just running through the back door. Oh, whoa. Green just be. Green just be running through, you know what I mean? The fucking the alley door. This the doors that fucking connect. Yo, you need to stop running through the back door, bro. I got me crying. Yeah. You ever stumble upon like high quality satire by mistake? You just walk into it, just bump into a joke without intending it. You're like, damn, I'm funny by mistake. Funny natural. Act like I didn't hear that one. Yo, 4 minutes here for this 4-hour closure. Doesn't look amazing. Does not look great. In terms of anything, honestly. What do you mix? What do you mean, Wix? Doesn't look great? Like, we're moving. I mean, it's going to take some time here. It's going to take more time. There's nothing immediate here. There's nothing screaming, all right, this is a clear and obvious position. We have a 40 pip wick each way, an indecisive 15 to close out the 4-hour. And while the 4-hour is closing bullish, it's still respecting the 4-hour levels. We're still stuck within a range, right? If this was a 1-hour range, you wouldn't trade it, or a 15-minute range, you still wouldn't trade it. The hourly's closing bearish, though. 30's closing bullish. We're printing side by side. Candles aren't breaking highs or lows. And until that happens, right, we're gonna say the market doesn't have enough volume to drive. How do we know it doesn't have enough volume to drive? Not closing outside the range. If it closed outside the range, that would be our indication that there's enough volume, right? Okay, there's volume to drive it out the range. There should be volume to drive it through the next range. Will you be selling gold today? I will be open to both buys and sells. It just depends which one sets up, which narrative ends up playing out. Yeah, I want to smoke so bad, but always when I smoke, I have some kind of panic attack. Well, there's only one kind. And yeah, you probably should not smoke because you have panic attacks. Me, on the other hand, I do not have panic attacks. If anything, I have... what's the opposite of panic? What is the equal and opposite of panic? Well, whatever it is, that's the attack I have. I have the like literal unpanic attack. I have a peace attack. Panic, serenity, yeah. The serenity attacks me and whips my ass. Peace and serenity both attack. Matter of fact, if you ever go to 11 in South Beach, they also work there. Peace and serenity. Now coming to the stage, Serenity. Oh yeah, and then I'm Cosp. Yeah, don't you be mad as hell when just peace attacks you out of nowhere? Yeah, I don't know what kind of weed you be smoking. Where are you from, Debo? Compton? Now give me your bike. I like how you put the LA in Latvia. You know Kristaps Porzingis, the unicorn? Fuck that guy. He ruined our franchise. Yeah, we have such a bad weed man here. I don't even know. I don't even think it's legal in Latvia. Don't you have to be going on like Silk Road or some shit and then go looking for it in the woods and like fucking find it somewhere buried and hidden? Isn't that how shit works? It is domed in oils and fuel. Yeah, I don't know, bro. You need some Cali Kush. You need some sours, bro. You honestly don't smoke, bro. Don't smoke, because like you're in Latvia. So don't smoke. Just that's not what you need. Guys, what you need is a passport. You're in New York City, great weed, awesome. Four-hour just closed. Yeah, this chop looks like ass and feet for now. Let's get out of it. There's more waiting involved. Don't worry, we're probably gonna delete all these lines. We're gonna reevaluate here. I'm gonna wait for another 15 to close. I want to see if we can push up or down outside this range. Although I realize this hold on. With the 4-hour here, let's look at the hourly. Yeah, there's no limit orders either. The 4-hour limit orders would have to be another 300 pips down. So, and I'm not looking for any sell limits here as the weekly is filling the wick, and there's room to go above here. These wicks will be filled at some point. These are ranges, and they will be filled. We might even be filling them now. Yeah, it's illegal. Yeah, everyone is now using these drops, not meeting, no nothing. Just go pick it up and dig the money near the drop spot. Yeah. I've been seeing the videos. People be filming them from their house. They'd be like, "Look at this asshole digging," because everyone knows what you're digging for, right? And it's like people walking on the streets and shit, and you're over there digging next to a tree like a fucking crackhead. What, man? I like the smell of dog poop or something, you know? Like, yeah, I've seen the videos. This is the dumbest shit ever. I actually have one dealer friend, and he invited me to a spot to show me how it's done. Bro. Don't call him anymore. Don't go to dealer spots to show you how it's. So they show you. Are you making money off of it? No, then don't do it. Once I saw they put fucking creatine in cocaine. I told them that I'll never sniff that. Bro, find new friends. That doesn't sound like the guy that's gonna get you out of that country. He might get you out, get some organs out of the country, but he doesn't sound like the guy that's gonna help you get out of Latvia. Does sound like a guy that could smuggle you out of there. By the way, gang, drop a like, please, and sub to the channel. It's all I ask. Drop a like, sub to the channel. Please share this stream. Yes, I need your help growing this account. Growing this account. Growing this channel. I'm gonna grow this account whether you're here or not, but need your help growing this channel. and I'll grow this account in front of you. But really, there's a benefit in it for all of us, right? When we grow the community, I can do a lot more things for you. Like giveaways, meetups, fun stuff. You stink. Go outside, bro. Why you come over here to fart? Go outside. Go. Doors open. Go. Go. Sits down next to me and farts. Like you had the entire fucking yard, office, everything. Nobody home. He walks up next to me, sits down, and just. But yeah, let's grow this community, right? Help me grow the community. I need your help. I can't do it without you. I'm going to show up. I'm going to provide the dubs. I'm going to send out the stimmies. But I need your help. Share the stream. Drop a like. Sub to the channel. I actually have one dealer friend. Oh, yeah, we read that. Nah, I already dropped them off. I love being alone. I have my business. Cool. If we help grow in the account, can I get a split? Bro. You want that tip? The Tom Taylor tip. Wicks should have been immigration lawyer or something. Word, I'd be in court. Trust me, my friend. Don't let him in. Let me in. Fuck that guy. No, why would I be an immigration lawyer? I'll be like a power broker, power attorney. I would do like murder cases, right? Be Wicks Cochran. You guys don't know this, but before I did anything in Florida, I was trying to do homicide. I was trying to be a homicide detective. Like that to me sounded like a good thing to do. This was before, they called me to go to the academy when I was already living in Miami for like 4 years. We've been telling him best to leave his country all day. Yeah, well, because he's in Latvia. Wouldn't you want to stay there? Sorry, my Latvian friends. I mean, like, no offense, but I know you want a New York driver license. California driver license. I know that's what you want. He even put LA in his country name and put all caps over the LA, like he would want, like. Really choppy here. For me, America like a dream, bro. For a huge number of people, for a large part of the world, for a large portion of the world, it is. Yeah, I was already working in Miami. I was running my business in Miami for about 3.5, 4 years, and fucking the police academy, the NYPD called me. Hey, we got a spot for you. I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna take my chances in Miami at this point. Where you from? He's in Latvia. They're really good at hockey, though, over there. You got a lot of good hockey players. Didn't you own a pharmacy? Yes, I did. I opened up a pharmacy in 2010. And the NYPD called me, I think, in 2013, 2014. Because it was a 5-year wait. And in around 2008, when I was still living in New York and when I was still working as a financial consultant for a bank, the recession hit. I went, I went to look for, even my manager, like I was doing financial consultant for a savings bank in New York, and my manager ended up getting fired and he went to do NYPD and he became a cop. My manager from the bank. So I was like, shit, I've always wanted to do homicide. I'll do 3 years uniformed, and then I'll get my detective shit. And I did the test. I got you get a possible 100 points. I got a 90. No, I got 105. That's what I got. I got 105 out of like a possible 107, because you get an extra 5 points for speaking another language. And they were really looking for anyone, if you speak another language, you're going to the front of the line. And the front of the line was 5-year wait. At that point, my life was completely different, completely changed. I was doing other shit. Didn't you know what a pharmacy is? And the pharmacy game very lucrative. It can be. It can be extremely lucrative. I wasn't in it long enough for it to be extremely lucrative. I did it for a decade and sold to CVS. Funny thing is, CVS didn't even want the store. They just wanted my book of business, and they wanted me to close down because the location where I was at was exactly 1 mile from 3 separate CVS's. One was west, one was north, and one was south of the corner where we had it. So they just came in and they were like, "We need you out of here. How much do you want?" Tug entry, I'm not looking for anything here. I can tell you that much. I'm waiting for this to close outside the range or respect this low. I'm nothing happening right now. That's why you hear the Japanese, right? We're just speaking Japanese right now. By the way, gang, day 25 of eating ice cream for breakfast. I gotta see what we have this morning. Benny, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out. You wanna take a seat? No? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're the best. Bro, can you stop eating the leftover weed clips, bro? Stop. Stop eating that. Literally bad for you. Holy jumping fuck. Got a frozen strawberry here. Frozen chocolate strawberry. Better. Oh. Don't know how the fuck I just missed half of that. Yeah, we're doing 25-gram bumps of protein. Dry. Anyone else protein? Want to dry scoop it? Want to try it? Benny will be over here for the rest of the day. We work, you know, your brain's a muscle and we're working it out right now, right? And after this mental gym, I'm gonna need some protein. Then I'm gonna need to dry scoop a little bit more protein. Base that down with a protein. What? You don't even drink protein, bro. I can't help you. Not doing this right now. No. Go. Down. 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 You let me work? You let me work? Can you let me work? Woof, woof. Woof, woof. It's going to buy zone or sell zone. They can, anything can be a buy zone or a sell zone. This can be both. This can be both. But right now we have to wait. Look, I mean, the hourly held here. We just attempted. Wow, this music's so loud in my ear. So check this out. We have a level here. The hourly closed bearish. We've just attempted to come up here. It looks like we're reflipping bearish on this candle. The 30 held the level. Oh, look at this. Stop, bro. He keeps not letting me move the mouse. Every time I try to move the mouse, he's over here. You done? You done? Go. He's putting his paw right on my hand and doing this. Go. Stop drilling on me. Come on, I need you to move. I need you to move. I can't work like. Anyone recommend prop? Top 1 futures. Use code WIX 50% off. You see top right corner? Get an instant funded account. Some shit Top Step could never. Could never. Instant funded. This is nice on the 15. Look at this. Hey, we might have some sells here on the next 15-minute candle, gang. We just held resistance here on the 15. Well, we are holding resistance for now while we're bearish. The 30 held. The hourly is holding, right? And if we break that low on the next 15, if we get that top wick and we start breaking these lows, that is the hourly coming back down, right? And you're creating this 4-hour bottom wick, that steeper bottom wick. So things could get interesting here. We'll see how this 15 closes. This is not a good 15 like this. This is a weak thing. Something down here would be great. Something below this. You see how it works over here on a more recent scale and more recent level. So if we get something below there, that would be good. For now, we wait 8.5 minutes. We close above. That's a whole different story. And there's other things happening. We're coming up probably to the next resistance, which I would mark off here. Did Wix take a trade yet? No trades today. Let me get rid of that part. That's from Asian property. Get rid of that. So no trades today. No trades just yet. What you meant to say is, hey, did I miss anything? But because you don't want to make it about yourself, it's did Wix take a trade? Mark Manellas. Low key though. Ready? You want string cheese? I got some string cheese for you. You want that? Or what you want? You want some beef jerky? Gotta get this guy. So 6 minutes for this candle. Dollar replay on the hourly here. Hey, knucklehead. Come on. guy loves string cheese. Look, I just grabbed it. He don't let me live, bro. Stop, yo. Stop. Look at him drooling. You see that? Get away. Take the string cheese. Got drool all over me. I'm covered. This shit. Move. Bite that shit off your mouth. I don't know. This guy. This guy. Yeah. Move. That's it. It's over. Hit up. What's the deal, bro? W pops. Benny, I'm gonna need you to leave me the fuck alone. Oh, I was like, literally go like over there. Candle sucks. We're gonna be here for a little while, gang. We're gonna be here. Let's see. We're gonna be here at least through London call, at least another hour, I think. Maybe an hour and a half. Might have a late entry, but I really wanna take advantage of the range. Above or below us. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not? Lately, late entries have been paying the bills. Yeah, we had a buzzer beater here a couple days ago. That really worked in our favor. A buzzer beater with a plot twist, right? It's like a plot twist to the plot twist. Okay, pushing up here. Okay. Yeah. This isn't bad. This is lovely if we get this gladiator candle. You see how the story would just fall in line here? Everything is bullish. Daily's bullish. 4 hours bullish. Well, daily broke the previous daily high. 2, 4, 1 hour bullish. 30 bullish closing above the most recent range. 15. If that closes above here, that's a gladiator candle. The gladiator candle is what breaks you out of the range, right? It kind of drives through the orders that are held there. This is the gladiator candle. That's what I say. But if that breaks us through there, if we get that actual closure above there, I think if we get a bottom wick with this, because we're not going to hang around here. This area, this is not a hang around area. You see this chop? We're either going to reject out of it or we're going to push through it. And I think if we are able to get some we're able to get some strong bottom wicks and rebreak highs, I think we can push through. We just got that 15 closure. We got that 30 closure above the most recent range. Let's see what kind of bottom wick we can get here. We got a top wick here. I don't mind having a rebreak. This is just not enough range here. 30 pips. 20 pips. This is 20 pips of range. Yeah. Thought this was much bigger. Yeah, if this level is at like 3086, I think we take the rebreak out of highs once we get a bottom wick. This is good, but this was way more. Well, there goes that. We wouldn't take this anyway since we didn't grab this bottom wick here. Makes sense though. Later, gladiator reference. Are you not entertained? Yeah, I know. And then you have a gladiator candle. See how things kind of work in unison? Like a well-oiled ditty party? Like a well-oiled ditty freak off. I want some Beniana or something like that. I want to go to I'll go to a hibachi spot. You know what? I think that's what I'm doing today. Hold on. By the way, gang, it's my daughter's birthday. She just texted me to pick her up from school because she just had a midterm. And don't worry, I'm not going to end the stream. But what might happen here is I might have to leave for about 10 minutes. If you guys know me, the school's 15 minutes away, but I make it there and back in 10 minutes. Happy birthday, little Wix. She's that's my oldest one, so she's a teenager today. Turns 13. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I want to take her somewhere else, but I think we're gonna do hibachi. Yeah, we're about to have another date. Little teenage Wix. Oh yeah, I'm ratchet when I pick him up from school. We're gonna be playing something. Happy birthday, I'm a friend. This isn't a signal, but gold should tap 43.55 and drop heavy for 1,000 pips swing trade. No signal. Trade called. Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go get her a snake. She's getting a snake. Yeah, we're gonna go get her a python. Our local PetSmart. Got a really cool python. A pet snake? Yeah, so here's the deal. I got a fucking crazy nut-chopped cat that needs a straitjacket. I have this big-ass fucking dog that needs a leash, fucking muzzle, or whatever this shit is. I got a big-ass bearded dragon that keeps shedding his fucking spikes. And now I'm going to have a snake. I live with 4 women. And one of them is going to be a teenager as of today. Still want to be Wix?
Happy birthday to her, man. Congrats, bro.
Thank you. Where's the pool? About to go tie the 45 to my legs. I'll go tie that 45-pound plate. Where's my bench press? And the deep end of the pool. Where is that shit? That's a lot of reptilians. So think about it. Now we're gonna have a snake, a bearded dragon, a cat, a dog, and 4 women. Can we buy me a friend next? Well, that snake might eat your dragon. They're gonna have to be in different cages. You think I'm gonna put a snake and a dragon in the same cage? No. Damn! Congrats to anybody who took it. I ain't gonna fuck with it, right? That was the weekly film, the weekly wick. Like, it's a great level. Remember we said this earlier in the day. It's a great level over there. 82 is what it hit, right? 81 would have been. 81 flat, I think, was the area we're talking about. But yeah, this would be a great area if this wasn't also, like, see, on the hourly, it's amazing. But if it also wasn't the weekly break at a highest here, the weekly wick fill. Neil asked that, yeah, right at the beginning of stream. Why am I not looking for a limit here? You got to pull up on stream so we can wish her happy birthday. So, like I said, yeah, if she just texted me again. Hold on, okay, so yeah, if she said don't. She's not done yet. All right. So yeah, if she texts me to come grab her, I'll probably pause the stream. Well, I'll leave the stream running. Like I said, the school's 15 minutes away, but I make it there and back in 10. So yeah, you guys will hang on for 10. Holy pepperoni. About to go room. Wick's gonna be speed? No. Never. I would have took this twice at 9 and now. Why didn't you? Why did you not? Give us the week's die, bro. What's your full day of eating? So, like I said, it's day 25 of eating ice cream for breakfast. They drive that bulky Cadillac. Yo. Man, I can't even tell that story on here because then I'll have the fucking police. But like, yeah. You discouraged it, so I got unsure. I didn't discourage it. I mean, I've told you my reasoning for it, why I wouldn't fuck with it, right? Because what the fuck is this? I told you why I'm not messing with that level just based on the weekly. Like, to each their own. I think long term, that's a good habit, right? Because you don't want to blow through it. It's a heavy stop. It's not like it was like a 50 pip stop and you're good. I think your entry would have actually had to be off that level. If I'm being realistic, right? 4380.5. Because you're looking at a flat or 4380 or great round level. It would match up with this area with the hourly and 30. So yeah, you're looking at about a 75, 60, 76 pip stop. If this was like 40, maybe, 30 pip stop for a weekly level, you're like, I see you on gold futures, which is different from Oanda, different numbers. The Oanda is not futures broker. I mean, they might have future. I don't know, but what you're looking at is spot price, not futures price. Change it to futures price. Should have taken that sub. I'm not sure how strong the bulls were at that level. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm glad I didn't take it. I probably avoid it in the future as well. There's no lesson learned here, nothing like that. It just so happens to be a weekly level. That's why as the weekly is pushing past it, I don't want to blow through it. More people at the Zoom door. Come on in. Come on in, gang. But yeah, food-wise, I think I wake up, bottle of water, fat Jamaican joint, protein shake, typically for breakfast, rice and chicken. I don't like breakfast for breakfast, right? I'll eat rice and chicken, and I'll eat leftover pizza. I'll eat some some chicken wings, right? I'll eat steak. I'll eat whatever. I'll cook steak in the morning. Say bottle of water. Bottle of water. And yeah, lunch. Like the thing is, my goal is to eat. My goal is to eat every 2 hours, every 3 hours, right? So I'll have breakfast. And obviously, I'm partially, I'm over exaggerating and I'm joking, but breakfast is usually not breakfast for me. It's either rice and chicken and salad, or it's like things separately. I'll grab, a chicken cutlet, and then I'll have some kind of salad, and then I'll have some mashed potatoes in the fridge, so I'll have that, and or some pasta. There's just like things made, and it's like it's like a buffet. There's rice, there's pasta, there's mashed potatoes, there's and then there's the goal is just to not eat a lot. The goal is to eat often throughout the day, so you increase your metabolism, and then at that point it's like you eat as much as you want whenever you want. It's just your metabolism is going to be constantly and consistently burning calories, right? Because you just got to train your body to work a certain way, and then eventually, even if your day isn't going the way you've trained your body still works that way, still performs that way. So right, I'll have breakfast. 2 hours later, I'll have almonds and an apple. 2 hours later, I'll have a yogurt with Greek yogurt with with fruits, with blueberries, strawberries, and then I'll have a protein shake. An hour and a half later, go to the gym. An hour and a half right after the gym, I'll have another protein shake. I'll smoke a joint, and I'll give it another hour. I'll go have steak, whatever. Mashed potatoes, broccoli, and then or salmon, and then right, like for later, like bedtime, I love having breakfast. So I love having like eggs, either scrambled or over easy, for dinner at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. I'll do that with like sausage and bacon. Nighttime. That's my thing. breakfast for dinner. That's what I like. You gotta be pooping like crazy. Well, it's not a lot of eating. It's just often, right? You don't eat a lot. Like I don't eat a lot. I don't eat like like 3 steaks a day. No, I don't even eat a steak a day, right? Like it's whenever I want. Like it's switch it up. It's just you eat often, and what happens is you just don't gain weight when you eat often because the body gets used to constantly burning calories. Leftover pizza is the reason I buy pizza. I'll go buy pizza yesterday to have it this morning. I never planned to eat pizza yesterday, but I bought it yesterday because I wanted leftover pizza. Any possible pancake trades? No, not like if anything, it would have been up here, but this was a weekly level that I wasn't fucking with. The 4-hour did close bullish. We'd have to come down to the 4-hour levels, but if you look, the 4-hour stop here is over 100 pips, or the stop for that pancake would be over 100 pips. So we're gonna have to wait. Okay. Hold on. Benny, stop, bro. Come on. Chewing on things right next to the wire. Can you stop? Go away. That's not for you. Stop. Down. 5. Go. Good job. No, that's not for you. No. That's fine. Nope. Nope. What's the pancake? Be a limit order. Um, Okay. Yeah, there will. I'm gonna have a. As we come down here, once we start breaking the 58 area here, I'm gonna look to have that buy limit here. If we come down here. Oh my god. What a long session. Pays you more than your job you hate anyway? Pays you more than anything you've ever done. I don't know what you guys do for a living. I don't give a shit if you're a surgeon. There's no way you make more than your potential to make here. Like if you went to a med school and you did that shit if you went to school for 15 years after you graduated high school, yeah, big drop, I see. We're going to need some things to fall in line here. We have an hourly closure here in 6 minutes. We have the bottom wick for the 4-hour made already. We can get yeah, we're gonna keep. Okay, yeah, if we can get a no bottom wick closure here in 5 minutes. And a bottom wick opening on the next candle, or if we close respecting this resistance, this support, and then open with a bottom wick that drives us straight through for 120 pips down to the 4-hour support, I will look for an entry here on the 4-hour off this area. But it really depends on how this candle closes and how the next one opens. Outside of that, for now, there's nothing. Yeah, we were forming a range on the 15, but it's only a range on the 15. Right, 30. Okay, 15 to 30. It's actually not bad. If the 30 holds, no, we're gonna need at least another 15 candle. So hold on, gang. Let me think. The processor is processing. Yeah, and just the levels aren't as clean as I'd like them to. I'm a MetaTrader. Seems to be working fine over here. Yesterday on Asian Trading You. Yeah. I'm gonna see what we could do here. Few ways this range can play out. You see how the 15 and the 30 levels are a bit different? Look how the hourly just respected that level. It respected that 30. Now, there's a level here, which is the hourly that the hourly just broke us back into that range. Right? We just closed back below it. All we need is a closure back above, right? So look, we just attempted to come back up, failed. At this point, once we fail, we go to the next support. That next support, as we break the lows, is right here. If this is able to hold, so if we're able to come down here, tap that area at 33.58, and then come back up and flip bullish and close back above the 30, and ideally something like this, right after tapping this 15, closing bullish on the 30, we can look to retest the highs again. At that point, you're looking for this entry, stops, partial BP. That's a boom. There we go. We just tapped that area. Oh, it's doing exactly what we just spoke about, right? Tap the 15 below it and come back up, close bullish for the 30. And if we can do that, then the next 15-minute candle will give us entries on the breaks to the highs there. Literally just spoke about this, right? We held this level, made a top wick, re-break the lows, tap the 15, and then close bullish back up. That's literally the candle we just drew. Doing what we just spoke about. We just need this to come back up and close like this, not just attempt and come back down, right? But we need this closure. We get that closure, we're looking for buys up. We'll have good stops, we'll have good range, and it'll be worth the wait. But right now, let's be patient. Let's wait for this to close, because just because it's doing it now doesn't mean it'll close that way. There's a lot of time left in this candle. But you should have confidence in the fact that this sets up pretty often, right? So if it sets up often, so you don't need to feel any certain type of way while the candle's printing. Let it print. You can't affect how it's going to print. The only thing you'll do is mess with your emotions, your impulses. Yeah, don't do dumb shit. Go do some push-ups. Benny, go do some push-ups. I gotta move off my ass off the charts. Yeah, hang out. We got 8 minutes. For these 8 minutes, at least these 8 minutes, we will do nothing. Nada. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Not a thing. Absolute null. Nil. Right? Absolute zero. Buddy! Move! Come on. I think it's going to be a female python today we're going to get. I'm going to bring it home and sing to it. Move your body like a snake, ma. But treat it like Robert Kelly. Ben, you stop chewing my lighter, bro. It's about to explode in your mouth. Hey, yo. Six minutes. Ball's life. So what do? You play dodgeball or stuff? Or do you do like the artistic gymnastics with the ball? Basket? No way, Reggie. Yeah, it's a saying. Explain it to me. I'm fucking with you, bro. Yeah. I play ball. It's funny. Oh, man. Yeah. It's not. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Who knows the 5 Ds of dodgeball? Anyone know the 5 Ds of dodgeball? Dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge. Word. You know what my favorite part of that movie was? When the announcers, there was the normal guy, right? And there was a fucking goofball, and he kept saying some dumb shit. Cotton. ESPN 8 Dodge. Remember Cotton? That's right, Cotton. The goofy dude. What did he say? He said some funny shit. I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. The Cobra. Fever tranquilizer. If it plays out like you draw it, we got some time here. We got another 3 minutes. Benny, you're gonna fuck around and find out. And he keeps biting at the bit. And if this shit explode, he's gonna lose a few teeth. Oh yeah, the real question I wanted to ask you, gang. Yo, anybody ever have one of these explode in your hand? I'm showing it to the mic. Hey, you guys see this? You guys ever have one of these explode in your hand? Yeah, that's a bold move, Cotton. Full point. You almost lost a hand. Did you? That's a lighter. Yeah, the other day, I lit my J, I put it down, and the shit exploded. The second time it happened to me. It didn't explode in my hand. I put it down, and literally a split second later, as soon as I put it down, it exploded. And I was like, yo, if that shit exploded in my hand like a second before, I would have a hard time pressing the buy and sell button.
What were you doing to it?
Nothing. I literally walked outside, lit it, I put it down, and it went boom. And I was like, yo. So I was just wondering if that's ever happened to anybody. And I'm wondering, was the explosion bad? Because it didn't look like a huge explosion, right? But if it blew up, so I was wondering if it actually blew up in my hand, would that have hurt me? Like, I'm sure there would be something, right? There would be like a burn, but like, would it have blown off a finger?
I don't think it would have blown off a finger, but it would definitely cut you from the plastic.
Doesn't hurt, really? Okay, all right. I was worried. I was like, yo, I almost lost a finger. Lost your eyelashes, a majority of eyebrows. Oh, if you guys saw a surprised Wix today, be some shit. I am not streaming. Word, we doing one of these. That's how we run in the stream today. Yeah, you'll not be able to see very well, Cutting. You'll come back with no eyebrows. So, but damn, it's hard. Yeah, that's what she said. Gonna end up like JPP. Yeah, you know me. Almost lost my palm lighting a torch high as fuck. Yeah, but that's a torch. Just saying a torch. This is a pick. Don't you ever need some help drawing these things back on? Word. I don't know how you do it. All right, 15 is... Ooh, 15 held to 15 level, right? So the 30 is still open. We just need one candle. We need a fake out here. This looks like it might come down, but we just need a fake out. We need... Look. Bottom wick, come back up. Come back up. This candle closes bullish. We're going to have some buys. This is almost a fact. This candle is able to do this. That means if this is the 15 fake out, that's the 30 closing back in range bullish, right? Because if we get this on, if this is how the candle looks on the 15, this is the 30 here, right? You see me draw this out all the time, right? If that's the 15, this is what the 30 will end up looking like. And if the 30 ends up looking like that, well, this is the 15. Next candle is entry regardless if this is the 30 or the 15, right? Wick. Break it a high. Fake out. Onion. Hold of the 30 support on the 30. Hold of the 15 support on the 15. All we got to see is the chart itself. And let's see if it plays out like we just drew it up. Our advantage points are these wicks here, right here. This wick to the left. And if that's our advantage point, that's where partials will be, and we do not want this candle to eat up that advantage point. We want to have 50 to 60, 40 to 60 pips remaining in that advantage point. You know that stretch, that pre-trade stretch, it's coming. And guess what? This will fall in line with the 4-hour coming back off of that flip, that previous 4-hour closing bullish. But this candle has to play nice here. Got to play nice. And if it happens on the next candle, we'll have really, it'll give us better stops than what we have right now. So right now we're looking at like 95 pip stops, 90 pip stops. Next candle bottom wick will be the stop. Oh boy, the 30 is going to play out. Look at the 30s looking. Might be looking like this candle right here pretty soon. Eh? Hope it doesn't drive now, though. I mean, that's almost the same feeling as FOMO. Right? But it's part of the FOMO. I hope it don't drive because I got a fear of missing out. I don't care if it does or not. Like, we'll catch it on the next time that it doesn't. Right? Just don't get in it thinking it's going to drive and then all of a sudden candles like this. Exactly like it is right now. You're like, oh, I'm going to miss it. Get in. Oh. No, you need the closure. I used to do this shit all the time back in the day. Somebody be like, yeah, I think it's going up. I'm like, oh, yeah? Boom, bye. And people just be talking out the ass. That's why I realized that, and a lot of you guys hang on every word I say, right? And it's like, yeah, you guys are in like 8 positions. I haven't really taken one. You guys are taking everything that I say instead of just absorbing it. So you got to take what I say with a grain of salt because not everything's a position. We can discuss things, but like until I'm in a position, no position. Up. Might rebreak lows. What's the rebreak of the lows here? 53, and we're looking at okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have a buy limit here. $46.5 flat. Um, all right, so not a massive stop. I'm gonna look to keep it below these wicks to the left. Maybe this wick I'll extend it, but this is a 4-hour level. Pretty bullish here. The 4 hours, that's a 4-hour level after previous close bullish. The heavy level on the hourly falls in line there. A decent level on the 30. It's a good level on the 30 all across the board, actually. Let's get rid of this. And the only thing underneath it is a 15 level. Give me 1 sec. I gotta run to the back. I gotta piss like a racehorse, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, let me set it on my live account as well. Entries 4346.5. All right, give me 1 sec. All right, as we're re-breaking the lows here, what's the 15 look like? Can we, any kind of closure below? No. $30. So I got to tell you this, gang. There's a possibility we have sells before this buy limit. There's a possibility we delete the buy limit and actually take sells, but there's going to be some help needed from the markets in that sense. Because if you look, we're closing right now below the 15, below the 30. Hourly's bearish. Hourly still doesn't close, but the 30 will close, and then we'll have a chance, you know, to let the hourly come up, which it will do, right? It'll come up, most likely flip the hourly, or no, it won't flip the hourly, but it might break this, right? The previous 15. If it does that and then it re-breaks the lows, we'll be in sells. There's room to come down here. But if it comes down now, we're looking at these buy limits in the next 3 minutes. If we close with no bottom wick, that would be really interesting as well. Looks like it wants to get there now. And if for some reason we end up breaking through here without ever pulling back, right? Without ever reacting on the 4-hour level here, we just break through. That next support, I will play this as well. The 43.32 area, I will play that as well. They're a really good low. This is a scary candle though. Look at this when it came down. But let's see, the last time you had a solid reaction here. I'm going by the more recent price action, but the very first time there was nothing established here. Look at this. Came down, kind of didn't react anywhere. Blew through all the levels. Uh-oh, coming back up here on the 5. Maybe the 30 gives us what we want. 1 minute. Oh. I'm gonna need a bottom wick here on the next candle. Then a bullish flip and then a rebreak out of lows. $30 seconds. You don't think there will be all-time highs on buys? I don't think anything. I'm just going by the most recent price action here. I'm not focused on all-time highs. I'm like focused on 43.56. We're hundreds of pips away. We're over 1,000 pips away. This close back up. Don't forget, it's also London close right now. That's it. This was like the last half hour of like peak volume. Could be quieting down a little bit right now. All right, look, we've made a top wick here. You know, let's get rid of this for now, because we'll add that when we need to. Come down to flip, make this bottom wick. Great. If we can re-break the highs, we'll have a sell stop. This candle come back up, re-break its own high for a steeper top wick, I'll have a sell stop on the break of this candle low, and then the fill of this wick is our advantage point. But we have to break this high, come up here, because that gives the hourly an attempt to come back up in range. And if it attempts it and fails, we have no other way to go but down. But if it doesn't attempt it, then at any moment as we're driving down, it can, we have to be aware that it can do that. Sorry, I had to go blow my nose. All right. Yeah, that ate a lot of that wick up. 30 pips. Maybe we get the 30 fake out and the hourly hold of support. That's still a possibility, right? Something like this as well, right? This would be the 30 fake out. That means the hourly is going to close back above that level, respecting it. Next candle, bottom wick, and once again, buys up. We need this hourly retest of this area, or this candle retest of this area. Roughly 43.60. If we can get to 43.60, not mind having sell stops. I need this hourly attempt to come back up. My ears be hurting from wearing all this headset stuff. It's a 43.60. 59.5, man. Four pip stop. Really wanted to tap these 60 areas. 60.6. There's nothing pretty here about the last hour's price action. Look at this 5. They broke the high and it's coming down. Breaking the lows. I know. Didn't give me what I wanted exactly. I'd rather I would have rather attempted this level here. And right now, as it's coming down, I keep thinking it still wants to attempt to come back in range. And if it doesn't and it breaks down, I'll just have a buy limit down here. Did what we wanted it to, though, right? Re-break out of lows. Break out of lows, re-break out of highs. Did not get to where I really wanted to go, which is roughly these areas at 43.60. Well, you know, look at it. It's coming back up now, so maybe it gets there now. Maybe it just comes back up and closes bullish. I don't know. We'll see. I think it will be no trade day because it's hitting that no volume time. It's hitting that time, but shit, we had a trade at like
You
12
still
yesterday,
have the
right?
buy limit open on the signals, by the way.
Oh, all right. I thought I was about to get activated. No, that's fine. Pretty far, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't think we get there now. I think we might have positions here, but okay. Here's the deal. This is a 15 closure. If we're gonna trade this, I'm gonna need this above that 30 level up here, which means we might have to trade it off the 30. 7 minutes here for this candle to close. Also, if it taps this area right now, like we were talking about, 43.60.8, and decides to re-break the lows, we'll have a sell stop on the break of the lows. I just don't think it's going to do that. I think the higher probability position will be off the next hourly candle once the 30 is closed back up in range here. We want to look almost exactly like this. This is what we want. And this is the next candle that we want. Fish?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
All right, but for now we have to wait candlestick or two. Gotta wait 6 minutes here. Minutes. Hey, can somebody let me know if it starts reflipping bearish? I mean, I hear you guys. I just can't see it because I'm standing. During the Zooms, let me know. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. Wow. What a beautiful day. Times I lay undone alone. Yeah, and I'm breathing. See, we almost flipping back bearish. On a quick call. Stop. We're gonna have a sell stop here, gang. Oh, back bullish. Hey, all right. When I set this sell stop, for it to activate, I press sell, or if I press sell, will it market activate? Who knows? Sorry, I was just advised to walk on stream. I gotta hit sell, and it will. This is a stop right there. See a stop? So I got to hit sell for it to be active here, or I got to hit sell for it to be a market order. Okay, TP and stop loss, and then stops are obviously above here. TP will
you see on the right side on your DOM, it's underlined. It says stop at the top.
Yeah.
One that says market limit. I think if you click that, it'll be a sell stop. But if you click market, it'll be a sell. Click market.
No. I mean, if I hit this sell right here.
Oh, that I don't know. Don't know.
Was this a market sell, or will this activate the actual stop, make it legit? Let's see.
I think it's something somebody that actually used it would be able to confirm. Somebody's saying sell stop.
It's a sell stop. Set sell, and it will be a. Okay, so sell. Okay, so that's set. Boom. Because we're closing below the range right now. And if we're closing below the range, it's going to be the same position if it's the next 30. But if we close above the range, we're going to have a chance for a fake out here. Close above would need to happen, I think, on the hour. See how this works. See how this plays out here. Coming up here. Okay.
Wix, are you doing this on the live account as well?
Yeah, I'm just. I was trying to figure this out here, but I'm not. I'll have time to study. See how we're coming back up. That's why I didn't do it on the live account. Ooh, we might get it here. There's a couple of nuances we got to go over, but we might get. You gotta love Florida. It's sunny outside and raining. And now if you want to close partials, you'll need a buy limit. Yeah, I get it. I kind of hope this closes with no top wick here, because I'd rather it be a 30. I'd rather us mess around with the 30 and the hourly here. Look at the hourly. Look at that. It's now flip bullish here. This hourly wick should be our advantage point. As long as we have a yeah, so at this point, right? This point, the advantage point's eaten up. What you want is the 15 to not drive and the next 15 to close bearish. We want this right here. And we want a top wick here, so we can have some range. And then we want break. Entry will be on the break of the highs there. $15 close. That's not what we want to see. Or another thing, if we can create a top wick, boom, like now if we can flip bearish, get down to a support, I will take this rebreak at a high. We just need to come down here, grab orders from a support, probably, ideally 43.62 or lower. We get back down to 43.62 or lower on this candle and re-break highs, I'll take it. A 50 pip stop, and you'll have a good 8 pips to look for. Messed up my sell, activated now, minus 600. Well, if you're activated on a mess up, then you should close it immediately, not wait for the drawdown like this for 600 drawn. It's good. This is a good fake out. This is great. It's not the bottom we're going to see. We need this re-break. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Maybe a small ass stop, but that ain't it. The bottom wick ain't it. Is this top one on TradingView? Yeah, this is TradeView. This is top one account through TradeView on TradingView. Excuse me. Also, unless this 1 hour pulls up heavy right now, if this 1 hour closes anywhere within this area and we close no top wick like we are right now, I'm going to look for a sell limit. Based on the fact that this candle will be closing in no range, this was the most recent resistance established. If we open up with a top wick first, we'll be looking for this and then the eventual flip back down. Slingshot off this area. It stops somewhere here. Right? If we close like this and we open up with a top wick, if we get a bottom wick, I'm looking for a support to be tapped and a break at this high. Probably a buy at support. It really depends how we open up and how we close here again. The relationship of the current candle and the next one will be key. Interpreting that. You need to have a premium on TradingView to link TradeView. Are you questioning that? Yeah, coffee shake. I have no idea. I don't know about any of this, but I'll never be able to trade multiple accounts to the top one again. Ever. I am blacklisted for multiple accounts. No, you don't need to have premium. You do not need to have premium. Yeah, if this is how we close and we open up with a bottom wick, I'm not looking for a break of the highs here. I'm looking for a wick entry here. I'd rather have that than a sell. Why are you blacklisted? Too many payouts in 1 month. So it's either I'm going to a live account and I either continue their live or I blow their live and then I'm only allowed to buy one account at a time. Not multiple. Patiently waiting on my sell limit to get hit. It's on the previous weekly candle. Above its week. Inshallah, all goes well. Sell, swing, trade almost for 1,000. Okay. Weird that they only allow one. Well, they force me to go live, right? Because they want to copy my trades. If I blow the live, they'll put me back into funded. But because we ran up the fundeds, they won't. The house isn't gonna, let me keep doing it. And you want to run it up, make sure it's one account. But the thing is, they usually do that for everybody, and most people be trading like 5 accounts at a time. I ran up one account 3 times in a month. That's why they're like, I don't know, they're not pissed, but they're like. You can't do that, bro. We in business to stay in business. I don't know what language that was, Yanil, but that motherfucker was not English. People at the Zoom door. Come in. Mickey Mace of trade. Yo, what's up with the spit song? Let's gotta go. We gotta go. You gots to go. 7 minutes here for the 1 hour closure. Coming up here on what? We haven't been here that long, right? It's we're running the stream a little over 3 hours right now, right? We've done 4 and 5 hour streams. It's not that bad. It's just, thing is, we're pulling up into lunchtime. Noon. Damn, I was pretty confident we'd get a position here. My daughter texted me to come pick her up from school. I'm like, hey, give me 10 minutes. I'm about to end the stream. Does anyone trade multiple accounts on TradeAway? GG's chat. I'm out 12 p.m. here. Later, bro. It's all right. We'll send you a screenshot of the profits here in a little bit. Don't stress. You're not gonna miss anything. Don't worry. We got you covered. You can relive the W with us. We'll take some screenshots and we'll send it to you. But for now, please, drop a like and sub to the channel. Before I go, okay. Got some explaining to do before I go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on this closure and then we'll get into it. We'll go over it. In it, over it, and move up. Benny, take the keys. Go pick up your sister. What's going on here? Not much. It's pre-recorded? No. It's going to be recorded. This is going to be recorded. Hmm. Two minutes here. 2 minutes. $90 seconds for possible positions. I'm looking for a bottom wick entry on the next candle as we do this. We'll look at to have entries here. Look to have stops here. About a 60 pip stop. Clark. 5. 66, 7. Really depends how this opens up right now, right? Goes higher. Yeah, that's a good. Sure. Wait, buy. Our entry 61.1. That level's a bit different. It's the hourly here. The 30 here. What is this then? Yeah, it's going to be 61.7. Oh, really? Fucking drive now. Come right back. Come right back. Come right back. Okay, I can deal with this. I can deal with that. If it re-breaks highs, I'll delete. For now, I can deal with that. All right, you guys are taking this with me. Good luck. I don't know if we held this area or not. Looks like we closed up above. Are we in there? Can I do this? Can I switch this to 1? Nice. I didn't see much. It's all about 10 pips. It should have pushed heavily up from there. If it didn't, we might see some stops here. Should have slingshotted right off that level here. If we don't, it came up, we might see some stops. So I'm looking for a slingshot back up to the flip, at least to the flip. The hourly's closed bullish, the 30's faked out. It's done everything we wanted. We've literally printed this, drew it up. Now it's time for it to work. Market's got to put in some work here. Oh, come on. Push up. I'm going to go break even right there. All right, we should go break even. Let's see if we can get our flip. You know what? I'm gonna close partials right there. Move stops up. I'm gonna sell one right there. Whoa, no limit. Sell market. Yo, why does it keep adding a limit, bro? Sell limit one right there. Let's not cancel that.
You gotta switch on the right and
Oh.
put market instead of limit.
Okay,
Put market and then sell.
it's gonna hit it anyway. Gonna hit it anyway, right? Right here.
Yep,
It just
yep.
did it hit it? All right, so boom. We have. Where's my stop? My stop goes here. Can I get rid of this? Can I get rid of this? Right? Is my stop at break even now? W, gang. Fucking W. We waited for this. I don't need a stop here. I don't need to buy stop there.
You sure your break even is sell one instead of two? You see
Oh.
that has two right now?
Yeah, how do I get rid of that?
Just
How do-
market,
Oh,
just click
okay,
it.
I get it. I get it. Yeah,
You can do it
so
the way you're doing it.
just do this, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, this gets complicated. Geez.
Yeah, I this, but we're running at 22 pips in profit right now.
Yes. Nice.
Get a little more closures in here. We're at 30 pips in profit right here. 32. Let's get another closure. Just closed 10% of my position. No, closed more. Closed 15% of my position at 31 pips. 32 pips. Is he in for a short? No, we're in a buy here. Where's my TP? I can't even drag the TP. Sell stop here. And then I'm going to have a sell limit full TP right there. Sell limit. That's our full TP. 43.73, 120 pips. Clap it up. Clap it up.
WWW.
Win number 596. Let's see what a runner takes us. But if you ask me, we do have a runner. If you ask me, it doesn't matter. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you guys were over here like, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, we were running about 20 pips in profit. Where's my position here? Sir. Oh, 12 pips in profit right now. It was about 20. But yeah, we secured. Yeah, we secured 30 something. 26, 27, 31, I think, on the live. Let me go look. What did the signals get? Oh, that's 28. So 28 we secured. I secured 13 out of the 20 lots I had running at 28 pips. So we're coming back down here. I think stops just hit. Boom. Right? We are out. All right, not stops, but break even. I hate saying stops because it's a stop, but it's a break even. So it was house money, but 28 pips. I mean, did we see drawdown on there? We didn't. We like what? 3 pips, 4 pips? What did we see?
No, I think like 3 pips, man. It was nothing.
Nothing.
That went pretty much straight to green.
I told you, we're looking for that slingshot, and you see how it flipped but didn't drive? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that slingshot to the flip. Why? Because that closure. Look where it is. See this level across the board? Yeah, it's not a recent level, like a little bit way back here. It's a week ago, right? Wait, no, what am I saying? This is a 30. Yeah, so this was earlier today. This was midnight. Yeah, but like we had a more recent range created here, and this is the levels we go by, but I can't disregard this. So I'm using this as my advantage point for the actual TP. This level right here is what I based our partials on. And that's where I honestly think that's where we got to. I don't think we got any higher than that. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. The levels are on point because even
Look,
when
look,
it did,
that's where we got to. That's as far as we got right there. Maybe we got 7 pips above that.
yeah,
But we, you know what I mean?
even when it did go drop below into the red for a minute, you could tell it still reacted right on your entry. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
those levels are on point, man.
Amazing. I don't know what a pennant is. Guys, sell or buy. We already took our position. It was a buy down here. Unfortunately, came back and took us out, and now it's moving. But
15
No.
by flip. Oh, it just
how did it take us out? Oh, we had a buy right here. It literally came down right to our area. Wait, no. The 2.1. How did we get taken out here? Oh, that's right. Remember, I raised the entry. Remember, I moved it from here right before we entered at 61 flat to 61.7. Yeah, that's how we got taken out. 61.7. If we left
That's
our
right,
original entry, we still have the runner going. You see, that's why sometimes I like to not market execute and move things up, because it would have worked out in our favor here. Because look, it still came down there. But this candle, we had 62.7 or 61.7. Wait, this is 62.1. Oh, maybe I think it was this candle, the very same candle that came down here. Yep. This was the trade. Can't believe this shit went 45 pips. That was very quick. Split second. Okay, 61.3 it came back to. We were at 61.2. We would have been saved by 1 pip and in a runner right now. All right, none of that shit matters, right? Your job is to show up and win. Wix, you need to keep your stop below the lows. You get taken out early a lot and reverses. No, I understand the fact that we've driven down heavy from this area. There's a reason we have partials there. There's a reason we move stops to break even at that point, because at that point, the market has a chance to do this. I'm not willing to be a part of it. If you were up 40 pips and you let this shit come back down to negative, you're an asshole. Don't be an asshole, right? Yeah, even if it takes you out and even if it comes back negative and it drives up, you're still now leaving risk open for yourself for all of this. Why? You were in super profits. You don't even want to live through this. You don't want to see this. You don't care for this. You want to say by this time, you want to be on the beach, right? When it comes back down here, right? You want your stops to be here and you want to have a mojito on the beach or something. You can re-enter on the break of the highs. Yeah, for sure. That's something other streamers do. Like, it's so crazy how you evolved. I mean, we're like, it's been a long time since a loss, or since a bad day. Dang, shooting on other streamers. Shooting on other streamers? No, I think the rebreak out of highs here is solid here, and I wouldn't mind taking the rebreak out of highs if we didn't have a position here, but we already smacked it at a better entry right now. Any of the break out of highs here is settling for a position where I had optimal entry already, right? I'm not going to settle now. I'd rather catch another one with an optimal entry. Wow, and a bunch of you dipped. A whole bunch of you dipped. Where are you going? The D-Money show? Where are you going? Oh, man. Well, I'm still in. Was on the toilet. Enjoy, man. Enjoy that deuce. To the beach. Where you at? All right, yo, you know what? Not the D-Money show. Where are they going? Tank your trades? Where? WTF is going on over here in this space?
Yo, Wix, didn't you tell your daughter you'll be there in 10 minutes?
I didn't tell her I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. I told her I'm finishing up my stream in 10 minutes because I'm in a trade. I lied. I wasn't in a trade at that moment, but I was expecting one. So I already told her, hey, I'm in a trade. Give me about 10 minutes. All right. So All right, yeah. But you're right. You're right. I gotta run. It's her birthday. I'm going to pick her up from school, and we're gonna go. You guys had some pancakes just now, right? That was a Wix9 pancake. Now she's gonna have some pancakes. I don't get why spot traders wouldn't have taken that trade. Everybody should have taken that trade. I don't know what spot looks like right now, but if this is what price action looked like on spot, you should have been in that trade. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Hey,
I took it on spot
you took it on
and
spot,
futures.
right?
And futures. Yep, they both
And
played out
futures.
perfectly.
They both played it. Amazing. Amazing trade. How sweet the sound. I once was in drawdown, but now profits all around. No way you're.
Drop a like.
Yeah, drop a like. Good idea. I like this guy. Drop a like, sub to the channel. Help me grow this motherfucker. It was a long stream and it was worth it. Haven't you guys gotten used to the fact that patience pays? It's good for you. It's good for you. It's really good for your your skills. Like you're building your good habits, winning habits. And you're taking care of business, right? You're getting the W's while avoiding the losses, the unnecessary losses.
Don't forget to update the session trades and
Oh yeah, session trades for sure. Win number 596. Plus 20. 20. Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to do me a favor, but I'm not ready yet. You guys ready? Not ready yet. I'm gonna ask you guys to do what we do every day. And no, Pinky, not try to take over the world. I'm gonna ask you guys to, yes, rob your Sombra. Don't spam out your dubs. You're gonna spam them out, and then you're not gonna be able to spam them when I ask you to. All right, don't spam them out yet. I gotta get ready. Gotta make sure my phone's got battery life. I gotta turn on. I'm a boomer, bro. Remember, I'm from the 1900s, so it takes me a little while. Win 700 will be by mid-March easily. Any trades to lock in now? All right. Yeah, if you rewind my stream about 15 minutes. I'm sorry, rewind the stream about 12 minutes. Like I said, we would want to see a slingshot off that level, and that's what we saw. We don't want to see that play and come back down or break lows there. We want a slingshot off that area. Hey, gang, do me a favor. Spam some motherfucking dubs for that W, for the patience, for the value provided here day in and day out, night in, night out. Spam some motherfucking W's. Let's go. Get them W's spamming. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bring the dubs in. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, look, we've never came back there. I think if we left our original entry at 61.2, price doesn't come back down there, and we're running these runners all the way to the top. I mean, it happens sometimes, you know, come back, take you out, but quite a bit of times we'll snipe it and we'll see those 50, 60 pip runners quite a bit. Yeah, if you're not able to make it, or if you want to trade with me throughout the day, join the signal channel. That's the only way to do it. I'm trading, like I said, I trade throughout the day, throughout the evening, right? If I see positions 2 p.m., they're called out. You'll see the signal channel takes a lot of positions at like, 1:30, 2 p.m., and like midnight, 1 a.m., right? Yesterday, we had a position in the signal channel 20 minutes before Asian session. So the Asian session, the stream didn't catch us. The stream got a different one on stream, right? We got a W. But right before, the signal channel caught one as well. So they got one during the day, during the evening, right? And then on stream. So if you're not able to make the streams, or if you're looking for profits throughout the day outside of stream, join a signal channel. It's been an absolutely wild ride in there, right? Yeah, thank you guys for. Do you go live privately in Signal Channel? Yes, we do go live once a week, Sunday, for the weekly market open, and I also do a giveaway where I give away 2, 3, or sometimes 1 to 5 50K accounts every single Sunday, just for the private session, just for the people in the Signal Channel, just for the private gang, right? So last 3 Sundays we've given away probably $500,000 in funded accounts, plus we took a nice W every single Sunday in this month before. So yeah, the private session with the private gang with the Signal Channel is there. Sunday Unfiltered, exactly. Not just a Signal Channel, it's a community, but I want you guys to join up. I want to build that community. I want to build this community. I want to build an overall strong community, right? Heavy in numbers and heavy in value. Please drop a like, sub to the channel before you dip. Don't forget, Top 1 Futures still 50% off. So use code WIX if you're going to get your instant funded accounts to skip the challenge. But everybody else, I'll see you guys in the Signal Channel, right? Everybody, join up, join the community, and come in with us. Help yourself. No one's gonna help you. Help yourself. If you guys saw my Instagram, go follow it. Like my story from yesterday. You can. End of story. Zoom gang. Jay, appreciate you for coming through. Chris, everybody, Dr. Holmes, Reggie, everyone I see on the screen here. Jay, hey.
Appreciate you.
I'll see you for sure. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for supporting. I'll see you guys tonight for Asian session. Signal Channel. I might be taking positions throughout the day. It just depends when I'm back on the charts. Most likely, if I dip right now, there's probably kids. There's birthday party. Yeah, it's probably going to be Asian session. You guys can go chill. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream.
Well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Trump speaks tonight, 9 p.m. So there's going to be volume. We're going to pay attention to it, but we're not going to trade based on his speech and sentiment. We're going to trade based on what we see on the charts and the candles printed here. All right, just be aware that he's speaking and the market could just go parabolic. Yeah, Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Thank you guys for supporting. Drop a like, sub to the channel before you dip. Congrats to everybody that took that W with us. It was worth the wait, like it always is. And I will see you guys later tonight, about 6.5, 7 hours from now for Asian session. As for me, gang, my time here is up. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Go enjoy your day, everybody. Truly enjoy your day. Go hug the people you love. Go tell them how you really feel about them, because you never know. Never know if you ever get that chance again. I will be doing that today with my kids. Love you guys. Have a good day. Later. Nightbot. Exclamation point signals. You're going to get the link. Somebody drop the link. You had one job, Sam. You had one job. This guy fucked it up twice. Appreciate you, brother. Later.